Good morning, Fab City. What's going on? Good morning. I'm so excited to be here today. How are you? Who is with me? What are you doing? Are you driving? Are you working? Are you at home with the kids? What is going on? I hope you are well. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to this episode. Good morning. So happy to be here. This morning I am having a caramel apple spice tea. I'm just feeling so good and amazing. Let me read you what Yogi says this morning. Compassion is a state of constant giving of the self for others. Amazing. I love Yogi messages. So I'm having a caramel apple spice. This morning, what are you grateful for? Share something that you are grateful for wherever you are right now. Just think and come into an awareness of what it is that you're thankful for. No matter what circumstance you're in right now, what are you most thankful for? Maybe you're in a rough season and you're thankful for that friend that you can call, right, and speak to for 20, 30 minutes. Maybe you're thankful for your neighbor who cooks for you when you're going through rough times. I have to say, when I lost my dad, I didn't even know how much that was going to mean for my neighbor to come over with a meatless, like with the tray of meatless lasagna. That was everything, right? So what are the things that you're thankful for? Some people think when they're in hard times, there's nothing to be thankful for. There is always something for you to be thankful for, no matter where you are and what you are going through. And this morning, what I'm thankful for is faith. I am so thankful for faith because I realized through the journey of ups and downs and discomfort and good times and bad times and through losses and gains that faith really carries me through. Me believing that I am fully guided, me believing that everything is going to work out, me believing that God is not going to leave me alone. That faith, believing that what I put my heart to, that what I want shall come for me, shall happen for me. So faith is huge, and faith doesn't apply to one area in your life, right? So I'm so thankful. When I got up this morning, I'm so thankful for faith, because without it, I would be fearful of everything. And I have to say something. It's why I asked you today, why choose fear? Why choose fear when you can choose faith, right? And when I was in Arizona, can't even remember, I think it was a couple of months, right? Because I'm traveling again. My head is like, when I was in Arizona a couple of months ago, there was someone who said, good morning, who said, faith and fear are both invisible. Like, why choose fear, right? Like, they're both invisible. And I'm like, that is so true. Why do people choose fear? And sometimes when you think about it and you have to make a decision that's scary, and many times it's spending money, right? You choose fear because fear keeps you safe. That's why, because you don't know what happens if you have faith and say, I'm just going to do it. You're scared of the uncertainty. You don't know what it's going to be like if you take that step. So you choose fear instead, because you're like, because I don't know, things might go wrong. I might starve. I might get evicted. Like, you start making up all these things in your head, and the fear grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, you're like, forget it. I'm not doing it. And I've been there before. Like, please. I mean, even to purchase something in the past, I'm like, okay, if I purchase this right now, and then I'm running through like 10 things. I'm like, how is this okay? And then, do I really need that? Oh my God, I don't know. Like, if he sees this charge. And then I am just like, I'm too afraid to do it. When I wanted to change my lifestyle and be healthier, what if I get too skinny? What if I lose my butt? Oh my God, what if he finds me unattractive, but he doesn't like me thin, but I feel happy when I'm thinner? And there I go, I went and had 3 sandwiches, right? Like, it's all these things that have nothing to really do with what you want, but everything to do with what they will think, What will it be like? Well, how will I be judged? How will I affect everyone else's life? Because if you knew that you weren't going to affect anybody when you made this decision, you'd probably be like, I don't care if I got to eat out of a can of tuna tomorrow. I am doing this. But when you start thinking about everybody else, it's easier to choose fear. And I say this because me and my MP were having a conversation the other day, and we were thinking like, wow, why are so many people, especially women, why are so many women afraid to build their business? Or why are they afraid to take chances, take risks? Why are they afraid to connect? Why are they afraid to open up their hearts and say what's really on there? And we both understand, because I've been there too. Like, I am not telling her that I'm insecure. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I ain't telling her that I'm scared. I'm just going to tell her that right now is not the right time, or right now, I've been there. Listen, right? I can't be fooled. So it's like, why are we trapping this in? Because when you trap it in, what you're doing is you're making the fear bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. When you talk to people, this is when you have to be aware, who am I talking to now? When I talk to Taisha, I feel so empowered. I feel so energetic. I feel so happy. Like, I can do it all. When I talk to Mary, oh my God, like, I'm an asshole. Why am I doing this? I'm putting my family in danger, in jeopardy, in a hole. Like, I'm too old for that. Like, my time has passed. Like, think about those conversations. Who helps you to create that fear? And you've got to say, every time I go to this person, it's not good. I'm already fearful. I'm already in a scary state. Who do I need to be around so I can figure out who I need to become to not sit here? This is so important, and this is why I say you need to have community. You need to have somebody, because this right here, I'm seeing more and more of you choose fear around a lot of things, right? You can be bossy in one area, and then the other area you like shitting in your pants. So you got to ask yourself, do I want to just be free in one area and be really fearful in the other? Or do I want complete emotional freedom? Do I want complete freedom, right? I don't want to be wishy-washy. I don't want to be super bossy here and then super scary here. I just want to be who I am, right? You just want to be that person who takes chances, risks, who wants to see what's on the other side, who wants to communicate, who wants to love, who wants to open up, who wants to press go, who wants to press send, right? Who wants to press pay, whatever that button says for you that scares you at that moment. Join me, talk to me, DM me, ask me a question, and you're like, no, right? Think about who you want to become. And I guarantee you, when you sit and you're like, I want to become that person that's open, that charges life, that's waking up and just taking chances, not worried about what other people are saying, thinking, feeling, doing, right? You want to be that person in your life. And it's hard. And I'll tell you one thing. I remember even being as a personal trainer in the gym, training somebody, there were certain things that I held back at certain points, because it was like, they're not gonna like that, it's gonna rub them the wrong way, and then I thought about, who is it that I want to become? I want to become that person that helps them with their health all around. So I should be free to talk about what I truly believe in. What is it that you believe in that you're holding in because you're afraid to let it out? You are afraid to say this, right? And I'll give you an example. My spiritual journey, like, it was like, like covering it up, and now I'm like, Jesus, right? Like, that's how I feel right now. I mean, not only because he slapped me up with the Holy Spirit last week that I didn't tell y'all about, only told my coach about, that's a whole nother episode, right? Homegirl was on the floor. But now I'm like, Jesus, why? I held that in for long because I was fearful of so many other beliefs and religions, and if I would offend somebody, right? Am I going to offend somebody who says Allah, or who says Jehovah? And then I thought to myself, no, I'm going to love them the way I love them regardless. I'm going to respect them, right? And if I just bring that energy, not saying anything forceful, like nothing changes, because I believe that I can still have amazing friendships, connections, followers, stories to tell, and advice to give. And I had to let that go, and it was a fear. So I know if you can relate, I mean, if you can relate, just throw up an emoji or heart, right? There is something that sometimes you're like, I don't know if I want to say that, even though I believe this and I feel this way, because it might intimidate somebody, it might offend them, I might lose them as a customer, or whatever it is, that's your deal, right? My friend might just stop talking about me because she thinks I went all crazy now. Whatever that is, just know in that moment, I want you to come into an awareness and say, because I am not letting out my truth, my true self, and my beliefs, I'm choosing fear. I'm choosing fear. And why choose fear? Why choose fear? It will not benefit you. It's going to leave you trapped inside of who you want to be. And then you can never, ever truly, authentically be yourself. And if you can't truly, authentically be yourself, how can you empower people? How can you build a business? How can you write an amazing story, write a book, right? And be happy about mailing it out to people. Like when I wrote my book, and I mailed it out, I just got a review like 3 days ago. She's like, I'm on page 16, and oh my God, I had to close it just to process. When I wrote this book, as I sat there, and you can ask my coach, my MP who's here, I cried, and I cried writing this book, because there's so much truth that I am letting out to the world. Oh my God, things that I didn't want to really tell people before, and I'm letting it out. And I think those tears were tears of release, of coming to terms that that is who I am. And I believe if somebody screws you over, pack your bags home, girl, and keep it moving, right? Why am I trying to say otherwise if I don't believe that? And it felt so liberating. But had I chose fear, I'd be in a different situation. I don't think I would have written this book. I don't think it would have been, if I would have written it, I don't think it would have been as real as it is. I don't think it would have empowered women, right? So what's that thing that you're afraid to step up and say, I love this. I'm embodying this. This is who I am. And I'm coming to you saying all of this because I am growing in many different areas, just like you, taking so many turns and making so many decisions and being guided in so many different places. And now your beliefs are changing, and all of this is so maybe new to you or maybe overwhelming. And you're thinking at one point, am I losing myself? Am I not who I was like a week ago? Like, am I not choosing not to believe that anymore? Be okay with that. Be okay with that. Sometimes you're not okay with that and you want to hold on to it because everybody knows you for that. Everybody's heard you say you believe in that. Everybody's heard you preached about that. It's okay. You are transforming, transitioning, you are growing. God is bringing new opportunities into your life, right? New people, and it's okay. And all he is doing is setting you free. And you are afraid. You are afraid because you have to become this new person, right? It's not really new. It is you. It is who you are. But you have to become these truths that you're holding inside. And I say that to say because God has given me an amazing opportunity, right? An amazing business opportunity. And when I was presented with it, I was like, yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in. But then I was like, you are all in for a reason. When you feel this, I'm all in, I want to do that. And then, you cut yourself off a little bit on path. You feel that for a reason. It is your truth. You want to do that. It excites you. And then fear jumps in and you choose it. And I say this because Now, when I believe something, I want to be a perfect example of how I shout it from the rooftops, how I share it with everyone, how I don't feel any fear, embarrassment, how I'm not worried about whether I intimidate you or not, right? Maybe it's not intimidating. Maybe I am convicting you. I don't know what God brings in my spirit and comes out my mouth, but it just comes and it flows, and I don't shut up until I'm ready, right? I cannot worry about that. Neither can you. Don't choose fear. Choose faith that if you become the person that you truly want to be, that if you hold the beliefs that you truly believe, and if you share the things that you truly want to share, that it doesn't matter what it looks like to everybody else. Share your heart, share your business, share your opportunity, right? Share your services, share your love, share your word, your scriptures, share your story, share your experiences. If you go out and have an amazing energized drink, like, hey, post, you know how many times we've done that? Somebody's like, oh my God, where did you get that? Or that tastes really good. Oh, does that do this? Like, we are helping people. And your true self is here for that. You are here because you are meant to help someone. You are meant to empower someone. Let me take a sip of this tea. Told you, girl, when I get talking, it's But all this is coming to me, and I love it, and I'm embracing it, and I want you to embrace it when it comes to you, because your true self just can't die. It's living inside of you. God is living inside of you, and he wants so bad. Sorry, phone call. God is living inside of you, and he wants so bad to express himself. And that's that urge you get, like, oh, I want to share this, or I don't want to be corny. I don't want to seem like I'm overdoing it. I'm doing too much. I already said too much about that. Listen, when God wants to express, he will want to express, and you can't hold that inside. You are denying a blessing and a gift, not only to yourself, but to the other people that need you. And that's why we're so different. We're so different because we express ourselves differently. We have different things to share, different gifts to share, but we are choosing fear. Don't choose fear anymore. And I want you to think about that today. I love you. I want you to have an amazing day, but I don't want you to choose fear. And if you get fearful, really quick, take a step back and say, what am I choosing? Why am I choosing this? Don't. Make the other choice. Make the other choice. And so I wanted to share that with you because last night I could not sleep. And it has nothing to do with, hot flashes of menopause, because we are not there yet. And I have an oil for that. So I am not there yet, and I will not be there. But I couldn't sleep because I kept opening up the Bible. And I'm like, okay, and then I would get tired and I put it down. And then I kept opening it up. And then I put it down because my eyes went like this. And then I was like, something was waking me up again in like 7 minutes. And then I open again. I'm like, why I keep opening this knowing that I am so tired, right? And then I'm like, God, you just playing with me. So as I'm doing that last night, I'm thinking about all these things that I'm sharing with you. They were downloaded in my spirit last night. Get up and share this. Get up and share this. Don't go back to sleep until I'm finished downloading. And then finally, if you know me, I go to bed like 9:30. It was 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Pretty crazy for me. But also, I want to share with you before I leave you this morning, this Saturday on Facebook at 9 a.m. I am going to be hosting an event, Coffee and Oils. I want to teach you all about oils. I'm going to go through all my oils with you. Of course, I have a massive collection, but I want to go through the everyday oils with you, each and every one, and educate you, because I know some of you are using oils, some of you are diffusing them. And maybe you think that that's all you can do with them is diffuse them, and there's so much more you can do with them. And I want to be able to share that with you. So I'm going to share the event link in this group. I'm also going to put it on social media so that you can join me on Saturday morning. Bring your coffee, bring your tea, and let's talk about coffee and oils, right? Let's talk about this life, because it's life-changing. It's healing, and I kid you not. Like right now, that someone sent me, she's so sweet. I mean, this oil for grief. And the oils that it has in it just supports those emotions that one feels. And I want to be able to do that for you, because a lot of us are going through things. So if you need emotional support, sleep support, right? If you need pain support, if you need support, especially those who you work out and have sore muscles, right? Some of you just need that pick me up in the morning. Just lemon zen, whatever it is I'm going to create for you when you attend this event. I want you to be able to have that for yourself, because it is life-changing to me. It's all natural. And once this is in my palms, in my ears, right, this is going to every cell in my body. So I want that for you. So I will post the link here. Please join me for Coffee and Oils Saturday at 9 a.m. Come get all your questions answered. I love you so much. Have an amazing, amazing day, and God bless you.